So turn down the lights, lock the door. It's time for DJs After Dark.
Don't touch me there, Dan.
Ooh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to DJs After Dark. My name is Danny J, along with Rob Cannon.
Yo, what's up?
We got Matt Sunner in the house.
Hey.
There he goes. And we got Fast Eddie C.
Hey, what's going on?
There we go. As you can see behind me, we got the Easter Bunny.
Ouch, she bit me.
He's getting ready to yell he's getting ready to yell into that mic there. So
yeah. It's the Easter Bunny from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Is it? Is that what that is?
No, but with the way those teeth look like the one that bites the head off the guy.
It looks like it. Right,
the guy's head off in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
He should see a dentist.
But I hope everybody's getting ready to have a nice Easter weekend. It's Easter Saturday today. Tomorrow,
which is also 420.
Which is also 420. So
yeah.
Smoke up.
Smoking.
Smoking.
Hey now.
That's what happens when you smoke. This is your brain on drugs. Right there.
That's your brain on meth. That's your brain on meth.
We got Bunzilla back here.
Look, Matt's got a family behind him.
Yeah, he's got that Asian chick.
Yo, Matt, I didn't realize you had an Asian person in your family.
I'm interested.
Yeah, you never know. There's a lot of crap in my family.
A lot of women in that family, Matt.
Yeah, dude. How did anybody ever get born?
Matt, where are you going tomorrow for Easter, if you don't mind me asking?
I am going over to my in-laws.
And what's that like?
That's actually, to be honest with you, it is actually, usually quite fun.
Really? Do they listen to the show?
I know that.
No, they do not. I usually don't share the show with them just because simple fact that I don't think the humor is up their alley.
Yeah.
Especially my wife's Baptist minister uncle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He pretty much gets left out of the share chain.
He's not going to like the Easter Bunny at all?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Now some of her cousins, they are fans of a lot of the humor that we touch into.
Look at Matt's,
at least to a certain degree.
Matt, shut up for just a second. I'm going to click you on for a second.
Why would you want me to shut up?
Watch that, because I want to know. You got all these women here, right? Here's Dad, right? And there's somebody. Matt, duck down just for a second. Duck your head.
Here, how about I just
no,
disappear?
Then there's this guy. He's the head of the family. That's
Matt disappeared. How did
here's what's happening, right? Here's what's happening here. At the top here, this guy toasting at the very top. That's this guy, and this is his gay lover, right here. Right. And then this guy here is the only straight guy, and he's like,
he's banging all
these women.
Yeah.
He said, Mickey Colada for everybody. Toast.
Hey, and it was one of those things where I just quick scrambled to find this, find a picture of like a family dinner table.
Yeah.
But the one thing I noticed, like right after I saved it, and brought it in.
Yeah.
Notice how only one side of the table has food.
Yeah, what it is?
Looks like we got some chicken and some meat there.
Which, talking of sex trafficking, since it's Easter,
it's like they showed up and it's like half the table is vegan, so they're all just drinking water.
Here's some modern news for you, real quick. Speaking of sex trafficking. One of my biggest TV crushes in the most recent probably decade was Allison Mack of Smallville. Now, Allison Mack of Smallville she played Chloe on the show Smallville. Chloe was like the friend sidekick. The show, the TV show.
Right.
She was like the friend sidekick and one-time love interest of Clark. Right. Mm-hmm. And she was adorable. She's still adorable. And she's just like, I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with this girl. And she just got indicted because she was involved in a sex trafficking cult.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you don't hear that kind of shit like with celebrities. Like you hear that with like some kind of guy in Waco or something. No,
all the guys,
no offense to anybody in Texas. I'm just saying.
Celebrity guys,
right.
Fucked over.
Yeah.
Like
Bill
Cosby.
But they pled. She pled, or I don't know if she pled guilty or she was found guilty of a sex trafficking cult. Her involvement in it, and I'm like, she just became that much hotter. Like I don't know why. Like I'm not condoning sex trafficking or anything like that, but the fact that she's in a sex trafficking cult, I'm like, this girl is so attainable right now. Right. Right, like
especially if you're in prison.
I could save the Mickey. I could save the Mickey Colada for somebody else. This girl's ready to go. I said, "Oh, this girl became so hot right now." But anyway.
So I hear you're a freak.
All right, well, Matt, hold on, Matt, real quick, just tell everybody why Easter is so much fun at your place.
Yeah.
It's just cool because it hasn't happened over the past couple of years because of people's schedules, but this year, a lot of my wife's cousins and her aunt and uncle will be able to attend, with the exception of some that have moved out of state. And I mean, they're just a really fun group of people. I mean, I'll have to say that I got lucky that I married into a pretty cool family, including my in-laws. I mean, you hear so many people have like nightmare stories about that. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, granted, there are certain things about my in-laws that maybe annoy me here and there, but I mean, no more so than
Dan?
anybody else that I would enjoy hanging out with.
Right.
Everybody knows. No matter who you know, no matter who your friends are, somebody's going to annoy you to a certain degree. Everybody's going to have their own little idiosyncrasies that maybe bother you a little bit.
Yeah.
And
overall, I'm very lucky. Especially, my in-laws have done a lot for me and my wife over the years, especially when we were going through some of our financial difficulties.
Got divorced and then got remarried.
Yes, they did.
Who would do that?
Yeah,
who would do that, Ed?
That's like going into Ed.
Who would? Yeah, geez. We wouldn't know anybody else who did that.
That's like going into the refrigerator and taking a sip of milk and saying, "Ooh, that milk is sour." Well, maybe tomorrow it'll be fresh.
Oh boy! So, we got a grip on Matt. He's got a great.
Well, Rob, as we talked about before, Rob DJ'd my wedding. At my wedding, my in-laws were actually divorced at the time of my wedding,
and they were so inspired that they were able to.
They came in together.
They were having sex while you were at the reception.
They said
down in the
they
closet.
said, "Listen, if this wedding doesn't work out, we're going to have to ship her off somewhere. So I hope this goes through without a clinch. If it goes through without a clinch, maybe we can work out too."
Maybe they were. Yeah, what was that movie where the mother and father were separated and their kid was getting married and they got together and they were having sex like in another room while the wedding was going on.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
that was a funny movie.
I think I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Funny. Speaking of weddings, I one time I was sick. I was homesick and I was going through like my on-demand, and I went through and I found the L Word, right? That's that lesbian show that was on like HBO or Showtime or something like that.
All right.
So let me check this out. Those are like lesbians on here. I wonder if this is like a preachy show, right?
Yeah. What heterosexual man does not love an
No, dude.
lesbian?
This show is just about Skinamax, dude. These girls were banging each other left and right throughout this other episode. There's one episode, this girl comes in and she's the hairdresser, right? And she's kind of like the dude, like she's kind of like a dude girl, right?
She's the butch.
She's butch. Yeah, she's butch, right? So she goes through and she gets hired to do like the makeup for the wedding. And then what ends up happening throughout the episode, it was hilarious the way they were doing it, but it was hot at the same time. She had sex with every girl that was involved in that wedding, including the bride and the mother of the bride.
Oh, wow.
I said, this is an episode score. If I was home with the flu, right? So I'm like being sick. And I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Like, this is fantastic. She banged the bridesmaids. She banged the bride. Then she gets the mother. So the mother had to pay her. So she ends up banging the mother right in their like home office or whatever. Like, I was like, this is great. What a wedding. I want to get invited to this one. But
anyway, back to Easter.
Back to Easter.
You know, Eddie, I know you're going to say nothing but good because Eddie's got a very close family.
Yeah, Eddie's family are right on top of his shit.
I'm not kidding. Eddie's family is very close.
No, I've been with Eddie's family.
No, I mean
at a personal
you
thing.
slept with all of them?
Slept with every single one.
Everyone, Dan.
just stay away from Eddie. He's
That's why
mine.
they tell me to stay away from you.
Yeah. So, so Eddie's family's very close.
Yes.
Ed talks to his family every day on the phone. I don't think he's missed. Ed, in my line, do you talk to your family, your sisters, your brother, pretty much every day, right?
Every day, pretty much.
Yeah. Dan, how often do you talk to your brother?
When I need something.
Right. Okay.
I am not lying. It's
No.
a shame. It is such a shame. But like
So your brother doesn't watch the show either. Then, right?
no, you don't watch the show.
Okay.
You don't even watch internet.
Yeah.
Like, but like,
He's too
but
busy fixing Dan's cars for free.
He's fixing my car for free. So.
Now, Matt, you are the only child, right?
Yes.
So you don't.
Yes.
Do you call your mom a lot?
My mom lives with us.
Oh, okay.
So I call her a lot. I usually call her from the living room to the
Yo,
bedroom.
mom,
Yeah.
make me something to eat.
What are you doing with those shoes on?
So Eddie,
Get those
what do you
shoes on.
guys do for Easter, real quick?
Actually, tomorrow it's not going to be nothing big. We're going over to my niece's house over in Jersey,
All right.
and we're going for brunch. We got to be there at 10 o'clock.
All right.
So that's all we're doing. We're not having no dinner. It's just going to be like
No?
And then after brunch, they're going to make all the old people do the long walk down the
Wait.
short hallway.
Eddie, what are you
They're
doing
going
for
to get
dinner
clubbed in
tomorrow
the
night?
head.
Dan.
Ed, what are you doing for dinner?
on this camera again.
Ed, focus.
Focus, Ed.
Take your pills, Ed. Focus.
Bring
Listen
the
to
pressure
me.
down.
So, what are you doing for dinner then?
Nothing. We'll just be. We're just going to be hanging
I
out.
mean, somebody cooking. I'm assuming your niece is cooking.
Yeah, my niece does all the cooking for the brunch and everything.
Yeah,
We're
but you're,
doing this dinner.
you're not doing dinner at all.
They're
Uh-uh.
going brunch because they're all old. Rob, they gotta get.
Yeah, I
you gotta get
guess.
in before the sun goes down.
Ed, you can come to my place for dinner. How's that?
What are you talking about, old bitch?
You're older than me.
That's true. He's got a point there.
Yeah,
So Ed, how do you like your family gatherings?
I can
Probably
stay
love
up
it,
past
right?
6.
So can I. At least 7 or 8.
Okay, so nobody's going to be honest about Dan, be honest with me. What is your Easter's like, your family?
It's rough because I'll tell you, I have to split it between two families.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, do you like go to like Vicky's family too or not?
Yeah, sometimes we do. Yes.
We do the this year I'm with you, this year I'm with you type of thing. So this year I'm with my dad. Okay.
Okay.
So and it's a shame because like my one sister, not to bring the show down because this is what's going to happen, but it really is.
We'll make it fun.
My oldest sister stays with my dad since my mom passed.
Right.
My uncle is there. My uncle's got onset dementia, so that makes things fun for a minute. My other sister, who's got MS, she's in a hospice because
Right.
she's got a feeding tube, a trach, and
I see what
she's
you mean
bad
about
off.
making the show depressing.
Yeah, right.
That's
She's
sad.
sped off, and she's like about 40 minutes away
Okay.
in a hospice. Not that she's there. It's a weird thing.
So do you
She's
go
not there,
visit
but
her?
we have to go visit her, right?
Yeah,
And
so you
we
got a lot
probably
of-
will.
Things to do tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll go visit her, and it's a sin to say because it's my sister, and it's like I'm closer to the sister with MS than I am with the oldest. We're all
Right.
to a degree close,
Yeah.
but I'm closer to my one sister, Chrissy, because growing up, she did all the running around for me, took me everywhere, that type of thing.
Is
So
this the one that's in
that has
hospice?
MS, that has it's in the hospice, yeah.
Oh.
So like she can't walk at all. She has no control of her legs. She's got a feeding tube. She's got a tracheotomy, and so you go there
Now, is this all from the MS, Dan?
from the MS. Yeah, she has what's called progressive MS,
Okay.
lesions on the brain, which accelerate the multiple sclerosis. Like you think of people like Montel Williams, who has it. You're like, he still seems very functional. Blah blah blah. It's because
Right. I do know people that have MS that are very functionable.
yeah, and with hers, she went from walking to being bedridden in a number of about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, that quick. And then just a slew of problems happen from that and stuff like that. She's sometimes hard to communicate with because she can't speak right sometimes. From the different things like the trach and the food and the feeding tube and stuff like that, she gets
Right.
infections, which make her get sick and stuff like that. So it kind of brings the whole holiday down in a sense. I hate to put that on her.
Right.
And she does, but she sits there and she watches Hallmark Channel religiously. It's all she watches, which is a fucking lesbian network. I'm convinced of it. Totally.
There's nothing wrong with lesbians.
No, there's nothing wrong with lesbians, but
Dan and me are lesbians.
But you're unless you're having sex, I really don't want to hear all your bullshit. I really don't. I'm being honest. Let
me just ask you real quick. How old was your sister when she actually?
Well, she's 52. She'll be 52.
Right.
She'll be 52 this year. So she was. Well, now she was probably about 41 when she started.
So she was
at first they thought
normal life up to 41.
About that, yeah. And she started getting like where the joints were hurting, and it was previously diagnosed as rheumatoid arthritis. You know what I mean? But she was progressively getting from my knees hurt to
my knees.
I need a cane. I need a cane from I need a walker.
I need a walker.
I need a walker. I need to be in a wheelchair. And then I need a wheelchair. I can't move my legs. So I need a wheelchair forever. And it was that quick. Boom, 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 boom. By the time she was like
how long was it before they diagnosed her with MS?
She had the diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then because it got progressively worse, where she was walking and it got to be at a point where she couldn't move her legs so much that it was painful.
Right.
And she would get spasms that one day she was walking somewhere and she had to just sit down on the sidewalk and she had to call my dad. She said, Dad, I can't move anymore. I need you to pick me up. I can't walk anymore. And he had to pick her up and they went to the doctor and that's when they did more tests, MRIs, all that stuff.
Right.
And then they find that out. And progressive MS, which I didn't know there was any.
I didn't think there was anything.
But progressive MS is just a more aggressive strain of this disease.
Can you die, I guess, from that too?
Well, just like anything else, things are just shut down, and stuff like that. I mean, everything kills you, but it's a sin. But so, like, we tried it, like, without my mom there, my sister does the cooking, and we go to my dad's, and it's just them and my dad's. The nieces, which are my sister's kids, the one has a baby, so she'll come over for a little bit, but they got to go to their dad's and they got to do their own thing.
Right.
And she's got her in-laws and stuff
in and
like
out
that.
traffic.
Yeah, and then my other niece is the same way. My nephew's no longer with us, so that makes it another solemn thing. Like holidays are rough because my nephew committed suicide a number of years ago. My mom passed within that same year, about a year later. My mom passed.
My mom died on Easter.
Yeah, there you go.
Easter's not a fun holiday for me.
Like, you don't need a fucking attention enough. You got to die on Easter.
Yeah.
But my mom died on my wedding anniversary.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember.
So, yeah.
And he had to work that night.
I had a DJ that night.
So not only did he not bang his wife that night, or did he hang out with his wife that night?
The only thing I did for my anniversary went like this. I got up early in the morning because for our anniversary, we went and saw Avengers in the movie. The first Avengers, right?
Right.
We saw that in the movies. I got the call on the way to the movie from my brother that mom passed. And I said, okay.
Did you still go to the movie?
Yeah. We were halfway there. You know, I mean, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do? I mean, it sounds really rotten, but like, what am I going to do?
Well, it's like, do you ever have someone call you? You got to get to the hospital right away. So-and-so's in there. Okay, well, why do I got to get there right away?
I mean, is she
Are
dying?
they on their deathbed?
Are they dying? Because
Yeah.
if they're not, we're going to be there tomorrow. I'll be there.
Yeah, right.
You know,
exactly.
But so I go to the movie and I get texts back and forth, from people while I'm in the movie. And then I said, okay. And then I said, I got to go DJ this. I had a DJ a 50th wedding anniversary of all things, right?
Okay.
So, and I just DJ'd my parents' 50th 2 years prior. So it was a little fresh for me. And then I go there and I tell the son, I said, listen, dude, my mom passed this morning. I just want to let you know I'm going to be on my phone a lot because people are texting me and stuff like that while I'm DJing. I said, don't tell your parents, just I'll take care of it. Oh, why are you here? Why are you here? Don't worry about it because I'm contracted. I DJ because there's other DJs that'll get out because they farted.
Their dog sneezed.
The dog sneezed and I farted, so I can't DJ your shit. But me, I DJ'd the day my mom passed. So,
wow.
So now
That's
that leaves my dad and my sister. And my sister's in her 50s and she's a grump. I'm gonna lie. She's the oldest, and she's a grump. And
Wasn't
so
this the sister that her son?
her son passed. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So she's a little preoccupied too, obviously, and stuff like that. So stuff like this hurts her, hurts my dad. You know, we're going there to spend time with the family, and it's just very solemn. And my dad yells a lot. That's all he ever did since I was a kid, just yells. You know what I mean? Matt knows my dad. My dad just yells a lot. You know what I mean? Just yells about everything. He's very, very like crisp old man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the kids will come in and out a little bit, and then we'll have to probably go see my sister. And that's a downer. It's a sin to say. Really is a sin to say that my sister's like in that position, but you're like, all right, I'm sitting here and I'm staring at her.
Yeah.
I can barely talk to her. You know, she's barely coherent in a sentence sometimes. So it's one of those things where it may be a scenario where my dad goes to see my sister and we don't. I hate to be that way, but like that's what's going to end up being. And then I'm going to go see my sister on like my own time, you know, or something. But and then my brother will potentially pop in and out depending on it, because ever since my mom passed, my brother, who was really, really close to my mom, he kind of like goes into his own world and doesn't want to be bothered with holidays and stuff like that a lot. So it's a hit or miss whether or not he'll show up. So going back to you said something about like, when do you talk to your brother? And I said, well, only when I need him.
Yeah.
And it's because that's literally not that that's the kind of relationship that he and I want or something like that. It's just the way it is. Like he does his thing, I do mine, and I see him when I get my oil changed. I see him when I have to get the car done, because that's he's
give him a little
working.
plug that he's a mechanic.
Yeah, he owns C.
Very
Kane
good mechanic.
He owns C. Kane Station Auto, which is right on Baltimore
And
Pike
he
here.
does
in
not
Smithfield.
give out autographs at Danny J.
Nope, not at all. I'd be
Nor
like, who the fuck?
pictures.
If you ask him, Danny J sent me, I'd be like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I guess that's a no discount
He
club.
doesn't know my stage name or anything like that. He
Yeah.
knows Danny. That's about it. You know, because but so I mean that's what it comes down to. So it used to be big. It's now, and it's one of those things where, and I think you and Rob had when I tested this, when you start getting older, the reunions, quote unquote, these holidays and stuff like that become more and more solemn. I think than
for me, I don't even enjoy the holidays that much.
no.
Mm,
Your family's about the size of a township,
I know.
and that's just what it came from you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Although I know the one holiday I always hated, at least when I was younger, at one point, was Thanksgiving. Once my mom and her now ex-husband got together, I remember the first time we went to like a Thanksgiving dinner at his parents' house.
Right.
Now, they full-blooded Italian. Again, no offense, Danny. I love you, brother. But I mean, we go there, and it was like
African American.
it's like they're doing multiple courses. Like they're bringing out like escarole soup, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't eat greens. I'm like, I don't eat this. So what the? It's like what the hell is? I'm like, what the hell is this? It's the first time I've ever seen it. I'm like, there's broth, there's meatballs, but what the hell's this damn lettuce shit doing in there? I'm like,
Oh my lord! I love that scroll soup. Oh my
what the? I
lord!
was like, what the hell
and that
is this?
depends. That's either spinach or seaweed, depending on who makes it.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there, and like they bring in more, and then I'm looking at my mom, I'm like, where's when are they bringing out the freaking turkey? There was no turkey.
Ham.
I forget what the heck they made. But I'm sitting there going like, all the food that they
I'm
do
not a big
have.
turkey fan either.
No,
I don't eat any
I
of
like
this.
turkey.
I don't like turkey
doesn't
either.
I'm like turkey.
I'm like 9-10 years old, and I'm like, where's the flipping turkey? I'm like 9-10 years old. Where's the flipping turkey? I don't eat anything that's on this table. I'm going to spend the next 2 hours watching people eat. I think somebody finally made me like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, so I'd actually be able to have some sort of.
Is it really? I mean, I was picky growing up. I mean, I ate meat. It was like
Danny J loves
meat
meat.
and meat and water.
Loves meat.
Yeah,
It got to the point where it got to the point where at one point my mom was like, "Fine, I'm doing the turkey." So my mom would actually make the turkey, and then we would take the turkey there. So they would kind of do their stuff. My mom would make the turkey, so we'd have a little bit of what they do, and then we'd also have a turkey.
No, Rob, your family's a little bit different. We joke a lot and stuff like that, but Rob's got essentially two big families that came from himself, and then he has right. There's no interbreeding or anything like that. But Rob has Lisa's kids. Rob has Jen's kids. Rob has brothers.
And I made them all, by the way.
He made them all, including his brothers.
Yeah.
Intestines. They all came out of his boobs.
Boobies.
So, but like, what is you're typically you're going to be with your grandchild and your daughter
You mean for Easter tomorrow?
for Easter, yeah.
Let's see. We got now the Cafaros are coming over because they don't have.
So
a place
Lisa's
to go.
people are coming. Okay.
Lisa's.
Oh, and the
people-
Cafaros.
Yeah, Ed's family's
Ed's family's
out.
coming over tomorrow,
I invited them all since they have nowhere to go.
and Ed'll show up. He'll be there.
Yeah,
Put his hand out,
but he won't
and he'll
be
have
able
a
to
napkin
stay,
in his
He
shirt.
won't be able to stay long
He's going to stay long.
because he'll have things to do, right?
There's things to do.
Yeah, his friend Ron was over yesterday,
Yeah.
and he's like, Ed said he's got to be somewhere, and Ron says, "You always got to be somewhere. Where are you going?"
He's the only guy.
Right, Ed? He was
Where
Well,
is
my
somewhere? I
father-
want the zip code of somewhere.
My father always said, "Everybody's in a rush to go nowhere."
Go nowhere.
That's right. Look at Ed. Yeah, he's got it right now. He's tucking his napkin
Ed
in his
doesn't
shirt.
like to
He's going to have his fork and knife.
drive in traffic at all, right, Eddie? Well, nobody does.
The problem, I don't like driving at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed's going to eat with a screwdriver. Yeah.
Ed, what are you doing anyway?
Ed's getting ready for Easter tomorrow.
So anyway, what was your point you were trying to make?
Well, I was going to say, we
got
talked
off
about
subject.
ours. What is your Easter going to be like?
Well, basically, family's going to be there. Not the whole family. Like some of Lisa's family will come.
Yeah.
Some of them don't act like we're alive, even on Christmas. Christmas is a joke. Half of them are in one room. The other half is in the other room.
Oh,
Nobody acknowledges anybody.
Are they as sparkling as Lisa is?
As far as Lisa is a nice person that way,
No,
but they're
she's
not
nice.
nice.
They're not nice,
You know,
and they're grumpy.
And they're
Because
just
Lisa's grumpy,
ignorant.
folks.
They're
Lisa's a grumpy old
no,
woman.
she's not really bad.
She's very
that
bad.
way. She
Very
listens to the show. I gotta stop. I know, I'm just
That's why you
kidding.
say she's not.
She's
And
a
I'm telling the
great wife.
truth. She
Yeah.
said, "See that son of a bitch? He keeps
But-
talking about me."
Yeah. Because
Rob,
the phone
Rob.
isn't ringing.
Rob, I know it's Easter, but I need to stare at you for about 5 minutes, and then I need you to cook because I'm not cooking. Okay,
Yeah.
I put shoes on my feet for a reason. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Rob. You want to play your games with Ed and Dan and all them people? That's fine, but do that on your own time. Do that on your own time. Make sure that my family can stare at you as well, because you know what? It's not fair that you have people all over the place, and meanwhile, I'm here. I'm your wife. Okay. This is DJ's After Dark right here.
Kiss me.
After Dark, it's Lisa. It's Lisa After Dark.
Anyway.
I think we've killed Ed. I think Dan has killed Ed.
Boy.
Ed loves my Lisa impression.
So,
because I'm dead on.
so all holidays are crazy to wrap that up. But
But now you got your kids though. I'm talking about your kids.
and not all of them come either.
Well, your
You
kids
know,
with Lisa are
Jen's not
adults.
an Easter believer anyway, so she don't celebrate Easter at all. Like,
But do you see those kids though on Easter?
no,
You
yeah,
don't.
they usually are with Jack. Actually, tomorrow, to be honest with you, most of them are working.
Mm.
So it's
I mean, remember, it's a religious holiday, so it's not something where work actually gives you off. If places are open. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But it's hard when you have a lot of people, and it's hard when you don't have a lot of people.
yeah,
You know, either way, holidays, although are a celebration of something. In this case, it's Easter is a celebration of religion. You know, but it's one of those things where makes it a very solemn scenario, and you start to reflect and you start to think, and you know, it's not the same. You could get together on Wednesday
right,
with the same people, and because it's not a holiday, probably have a more lighter mood and
Right.
better time than because it's a holiday. I
Right.
think there's like an expectation that goes into a holiday,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, and like my dad just wants you to throw this shit out when you're done eating. That's all he wants you to do.
yeah,
And because my mom was a clean freak, he's picked up that mantle, I guess, in her honor. So God forbid you drop a crumb. Get that crumb off the ground. What do you think? I'm running a slop joint? You know, I got to hear that bullshit, you know, tomorrow. That's what's going to
Does your
happen.
dad like Archie?
Did you eat?
Bunker?
Can you? And then
Does
my
he like
dad.
Archie Bunker. Your
Yeah,
dad?
a lot.
Right.
Not ignorant like that, but crass like that. But like then also too, he's an MD. I don't know if you realize
Being
that.
pulled in.
He's an
Tell me, Dan.
He's He's an MD. Damn Easter Bunny. Everything will eat. Can you eat that with your diabetes? Can you eat that? Can you drink that? Dad, it's water. Yes, I can drink this and I can eat this. Are you sure? I don't know. Dad, am I dying yet? Do you see me
Not
falling
yet.
down?
Not
Out of
yet.
everybody, I'm the one that stays
If
out
your
of the
wife
hospital.
gives me a few more dollars, like she's been.
I tell
telling
you,
me
I
to kill
used
you.
to say this to my mom all the time too. But she used to be like, "I'm so worried about you," blah blah blah. Because I'm the baby of the family.
Mhm.
I'd be like, "Mom, the doctor wanted to kill me in the
You're
office."
the baby of this too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
You're-
No, Matt is.
How old's Matt?
Matt's younger than me,
Yeah, I'm younger than Dan by about 4 months.
about 4 months. So,
Yeah, because
But,
Dan's June, I'm beginning of October.
Yeah. yeah. So which is my dad is too. My dad's October 2nd.
And so is my dad.
Is he? Yeah, see that?
Yeah,
So
Yeah. and I'm the fourth.
who's the fourth? Oh,
Me.
you're the fourth. You're the fourth.
Yeah.
Hey, when's your birthday?
Who mine?
Yeah.
January 1st.
The day of the Lord, 3000 BC.
What happened? What day was it? I'm sorry.
January 1st, you dumbass. Open your ears. You ask a question and then you talk over the
I
man.
answered
What the
for
fuck
him.
is wrong with you?
I answered for him. This
You know,
fucking guy.
I gotta tell you, Dan was gonna take over the Jimmy Fallon show, but he said he
Now we get half an eye. Only one eye.
People. Look at this. Oh my! Oh, look at that hair! Look at that nose hair! Jesus
Damn,
Christ!
Eddie.
Ed, we
I
got
thought
groom
you
you.
had a. I thought you had a. What do you call it there? Like a
And
pierced,
let me groom you.
pierced nose. Or
Ed, can we
Ed
groom
needs
you?
a spa day.
Can I come to your house? Right? I want to do the next episode at your house. And
Yeah.
I will groom you on the air.
Okay. Well, I just got my haircut. Look.
They do. You look nice. Look at you. You know,
And I
you're
brought
crazy.
blood.
You got to do the eyebrows though.
Yeah.
Got all that done. Even
Did you do the eyebrows too? I hope you didn't tip her.
I gotta go.
I gotta get my hair cut too. I'm trying to get like a hair helmet.
Saturday morning. I gotta go.
Happy Easter, Eddie.
Eddie, happy Easter, bud.
Ed,
We're all
happy
gonna
Easter,
go.
brother. You take care.
Thank you for
Eddie
hanging
came down
with
off
us.
the cross to help us with this show.
Eddie.
Yeah,
you got a lot to
Eddie,
do.
you martyr.
He's got a lot to do. Let him
Yes.
go.
Yes,
Eddie, get yourself
especially since Vicky decided to take overtime today,
Right.
and she said, "Well, you can do that. You can handle everything."
Wait, she's working.
Oh, really?
She's working. So I'm like,
Well, Ed, you can probably handle everything.
Eddie,
You have enough
you
time.
can text me all day.
We're bringing him over.
Huh?
We're bringing over the pictures.
Yeah,
and
that
hoops.
would be so funny if, like, she says, "Ed, you can handle everything. I'll be home after my second shift," and then he has like strippers in there and all kinds of like non-Easter stuff. That would be.
She wouldn't care. She can walk upstairs. I'll have fun.
That'd be
Have
fucking
fun.
Easter.
Rob, my
Motherfucker.
line with exactly what you would say. Have fun.
Do your little show. I want to talk to Lisa.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
Ed,
Happy
for
Easter.
Easter tomorrow, Ed, I don't want you to do any strippers at my house because I need to stare at Rob for about 30 minutes. Okay. I do not want any of this in my house. Okay. See this guy, I took him back. And I'm regretting it right now. So I need to get myself in a place, a good place.
The truth is, she only took me back because I hung out with Dan.
here's a true story, and Rob does not know.
Right. You can talk about true stories. I've got to go.
All right, Eddie.
All right, Eddie.
Ed,
We
happy
love you.
Easter, brother.
Here's a true
Happy
story
Easter.
that Rob, when my nephew passed away at his funeral. Ed, stay on here for this second.
He's off.
He left.
He said,
So-
fuck you.
So I'm sitting down with Lauren and Lisa at the luncheon for my nephew's funeral.
Right.
And
You say stay on for a second?
yeah, stay on for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
My nephew's funeral. We're at the luncheon, right? And I come and sit down next to Lisa and Lauren because that's who came to the funeral. And I'm hitting on Lauren for a little bit, and then I get done hitting on Lauren because Lauren's hot. I ain't gonna lie. And then I turn to Lisa. And I put my arm like this, and I get real close to her. And I said, "So what's it going to take for you to get back with Rob?" I swear to God, I say this to her. She goes, "I guess
So we weren't together?
you weren't together when it happened, right?" So she goes, "I guess." Like this. She gets that little like Lisa, like I don't want to smile because it'll hurt my face. But she's like like this. I said, "Come on, Lisa."
So you're the one that talked her into it.
I talked her into it. I said it. I said, Lisa, I said,
Thanks
Lisa,
a lot.
I go, Lisa, you don't have to say one thing. I said, but we both don't like Jen. And she goes, I guess. Like that. I said, and you know you love Rob to death.
You know,
I said
Jen's
so.
a big fan of the show.
There's not anymore.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ray tells all of his people on the train about our show.
Yeah, he tells all of them, and apparently they all listen to it. I don't see it in the ratings, but okay. But then she goes, I said, so yeah, Lisa, I said, listen, I'll do all the talking here. I said, we don't like her. I said, she doesn't have to die or anything, but I said she can go away. I said, you and Rob can come back to this fairy tale that we all want to read again and again and again. She goes, I guess. Just like that, makes that same face. And if I said it to Lisa right now, she would start cracking up laughing. But that's when the seed was planted. I was like a green thumb. At my nephew's funeral, I'm hooking Rob up with his ex-wife.
Yeah, oh man. Well, see,
What happens.
I'm telling you, crazier shit.
Multitasking.
Crazier shit has happened.
How
You're
many
right.
years was that?
Well, that's 6 years, I think.
Because we got back and
My nephew's-
married.
Matt, real quick, can you look up when Avengers came out?
Well, I can tell
Release
you
year.
it would had to have been 2010.
I think it was 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2010.
Because it was 2010 because Stephanie and I had just moved down here. We were still in our first apartment, and that's when I got the call from Christine.
He died the year before. No, he died in 2010. So it's been a bit.
Yeah, it was 2010.
9 years ago?
It's just about, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's funny how time goes by that quick.
Yeah.
My mom passed on my anniversary, but it was the day. 2012. My mom passed, so it was 2011 for my nephew. I'm
And
pretty sure.
social security number.
No, it couldn't have been because we moved unless it was very early. No, it had to be the end of
He passed
2010
in October.
because it was October. It was towards the end of 2000 because we were living down here. We were still in our first apartment.
Right.
We were only in our first apartment for a year.
October 2010, my nephew passed. My mom passed May of 2012.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
years.
7 years.
That's
7
a lot
years.
of years going by.
7 years ago. So 7 years ago, I was planting the seed to get him back with his wife at my nephew's funeral.
damn.
That's what I was doing. That's what I will do for you.
Don't believe the hype.
Ed, when you pass, I'll be at your funeral setting Vicky up.
There you go.
There you go.
On that note, I'll talk to you guys later.
Happy Easter, Ed.
Hey,
Thank you guys. Take care.
listen,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
seriously, you have a nice Easter.
you too.
And just so you know that you're more than welcome to come over if you guys don't have nothing to do for dinner.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on yet. We're still
I gotta be up early for UPS Monday.
I know.
I hate it.
Sucks.
Yeah,
So
I might have to be to work at 5 a.m. on Monday too. That's gonna
5 a.m. I wish.
I'll be sleeping.
Me and Rob got to be in at like I think 3:45.
Oh
be
God!
sleeping.
Yeah. Monday
God.
morning, 3:45 after eating holiday
That's
food.
too freaking early.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
See you guys.
See ya.
Ed, thank you once again. Have a great holiday, buddy.
All right, take care, guys.
Yes.
See ya, Eddie.
So this was a nice long episode. So
Yeah.
Thank you and have a great day.
Have a great day.
have a great day.
Hi, this is Kelly calling from your CVS pharmacy. I just
Again,
like to
Rob,
let you know
really?
that your anal wart removal cream, your butt plugs, and your Viagra are now in. And we also got those extra small condoms that you needed. So please go ahead and let me know when you'll be coming in so I can set those aside for you. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Kelly.
If you don't pick it up, they will call you over and
And
over.
over and over again.
CVS.
Oh dear God!
I didn't pick that up. She's gonna say, "I got your small condoms, Mister."
Can I get a price? Can I get a price check on the small condoms? Small condoms, please, gentlemen over here. Can I get a price check?
All right.
Reminds me of that Leisure Suit, that gold game Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, we just stupid.
You go in and you're buying condoms and ask you what size, and no matter what size you pick, the guy at the counter says, "Hey, this guy's buying extra small condoms."
Extra small condoms.
Oh well.
So anyway,
Yeah.
let's see who left. For Matt Sunner and
Looks
for
like
Rob
the sun's
Cannon.
coming.
My name is Danny J.
Is
Until
that
next
as good
time,
for you as
guys.
it was for
We'll
me?
see you
Join
after
us
dark.
next time.
After dark.
DJs After Dark.